Everyone, so taking the time here to talk about allegedly, I know it's been announced, but with the guy we're talking about, that could mean anything, but Kanye West, the one and only rapper, producer, I don't know, just everything, fashion designer, all that stuff, has announced a new solo album, Bully, which I forget when it's set to come out, but he's released that, and he's teased it with the track Beauty and the Beast, which, from everything I've heard of that song and the snippets and kind of leaks we've gotten from it, it sounds pretty good. And which I know everyone's celebrating. They're like, we're gonna get old school era Kanye album. We're gonna get, like, I know a lot of people are saying we're hoping to get like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy era stuff, or the college series. Which, I'm gonna be real, as long as we don't get Vultures 1 or 2, I could care less what we get. I would take Donda, which wasn't my favorite Kanye West album, or Jesus King level stuff of it. That would still be better than what we've gotten recently. And everyone's talking about the snippets, the leaks, like how good they are. And I'll say it first. We thought 530 was going to be good because of the leaks of it. That was a song we all wanted. And then the first half of it's good, and then the second half shits the bed. So I'm still kind of holding back because we've known how Kanye's been with these last two albums. The rollout of Kanye West albums can go anything from super smooth to nightmarish just right off the bat. So I'm coming at this with a level of caution. Do I want this new Kanye album? Yeah, I might have. If I hadn't gotten any of the leaks, snippets, I'd probably be like, I really just don't want a new Kanye album after Vultures 2, because Vultures 2 was definitely going to be placing very high, maybe in the top 5 of my worst albums of 2024 list. And I know a lot of people will argue that, but it's true. It's so true. And I want Bully to be good, and I'm, dare I say, excited. It's been a bit since we've gotten a solo Kanye West album. I think the last one was technically Donda 2, which was unfinished, was only on like the stem player, so technically the last studio album was Donda. So it's been a minute since that, because I remember I was in like the middle of high school when that came out of it, which, I mean, still isn't that long ago. I'm only in college now, but you get the idea. It's been a minute, and other than Donda 2, we haven't really gotten any solo stuff. He's been featuring on a bunch of rapper songs, which, have been hit and miss songs here and there of it. Usually Kanye West, other than name value, hasn't really been adding too much lyrically. Maybe a bit of production has been better. I know he's on a song with Ghostface Killah. It's been a bit since that, but it was this year, which was decent. But, it's been a very hit and miss for him. And with Vultures 2, I was really, really disappointed, because at least with Vultures 1, it was like a mixed bag to me. Like, I don't think it had a lot of replay value necessarily. I thought Carnival was boring besides that opening chant part, and then any like interest in that part I lost after a while. There were a couple decent songs on there, but I'm looking at that, and then I'm comparing it to everything else I've heard from Kanye West, and I go, it's not a good album. And it'd be a mid album to any other artist, and it's a mid album for Kanye West as well. And then Vultures 2, there wasn't a song on there that I've listened to just in general of it. Not even like 530, not in the first half of 530. I just can't do it. It just is so like disappointing and sad. And I'm hoping for something with this Bully album. I'm hoping it's a resurgence of Kanye West. From seeing him a bit recently, without talking too much on it, the alleged like dentist stuff that was going on, the nitrous oxide, he looks to be doing better. Like, because he was in like poor health thing out there, and he still doesn't look necessarily like healthy, but he looks better, which I'm glad for, because whether or not you support Kanye West or you hate him for the comments he made, I'm not here to tell you that it's kind of, you don't really want to wish something bad on a guy, especially a guy that has kids. That's kind of my take on that, because with the nitrous oxide, what that can do to a person of it, that is horrifying for anyone's kids. Just to be real, whether or not you can hate Kanye West, I want to wish on him simply because for the kids of it, I'll be real. But he looks better. I'm hoping someone, like, the publicity of, like, whatever that shit was that was going on, kind of killed it a bit of like whatever was going on. If he was addicted to nitrous oxide the way that people are talking about, the amount he has, he's never going to recover from that, and that's something I worry about. And I hope more importantly, I hope it for him as a person of it, that it doesn't affect him more than it probably already has. And then obviously we don't want to affect the music of it, because that's the one thing that he has that a lot of people hold on to, is my big worry. But generally, from the snippets I've gotten, I've been pretty impressed with it. So far, there hasn't really, the snippets, every single one wipes every single song. Vultures 2 are better than, I believe, every song I heard on Vultures 1. I haven't listened to Vultures 1 in a minute, so maybe there's like one song that's slightly better than like one of them. But even if that's the case for one of it, that's a pretty good decent, because it's at least like I think 4 or 5 like snippets from songs we've heard. Generally, I'm excited for this new album. I hope it comes out soon. I don't remember when it said. I at least hope it comes out at the deadline or the release date that he said. That's really all I can say, because that's what people want. They just want an album to be released when it's released. We already got A$AP Rocky delaying his album, which fucking sucks ass, because I love A$AP Rocky. I want this new album. I've liked the singles that have come from it. Hijack, I still listen to, but I just hope he can release it, because he can just release that album, and Kanye West can release this album that is at least decent, at least Donda level. Because I know everyone says that like Donda's amazing of that, but the part of Donda I liked was before it got changed. Because when it became Donda Deluxe, and then you had the other parts like changed and added, kind of similar to Life of Pablo, it was good. And then when he added the other stuff to it, he kind of made it worse, because he got rid of parts, he got rid of verses, he just kind of like fucked up parts of it, so Donda became worse, in my opinion. I at least want that, at least to a point where I could say I'm giving this album a 5. That's really all. That's all I want. It's crazy that I have to say that, because but it's true. That's really all I want, because it's no longer a thing of I want like a record-breaking album. I want a college dropout. I want a Yeezus. I want a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I just want an album that I can actually replay like a few of the songs. Is that too much to ask for? But that's really going to be it for me. That's all I really want to talk about. What do you think about this? Do you think Kanye West is going to release the album when the due date is for it? Do you actually think it's going to release it at all? How many days off do you think it's going to be from releasing it, is what I'm curious about. Because I don't know how many albums since like his college dropout era that he's delayed albums. I know albums get delayed. Like I think he delayed Graduation, but it's every album gets delayed, so I'm assuming this album's going to get delayed. But if it doesn't get delayed, then that's kind of promising, honestly. But that's it from me.